I know some people that will appreciate this patch here.
Потом еще вернетесь к нам жить.
These two holy sites are very, very important. I've written Slava Ukraini, glory to Ukraine. Morning from Kyiv. Here, the capital of Ukraine, on a sunny day, sunny Monday morning. Behind me, Independence Square, or better known as the Maidan, where the Ukrainian Revolution of Dignity happened back in 2014. I believe these images here that they're showing are images from that. Let's try to do a little exploration of Kyiv. It's going to be a little bit difficult because there is a war going on, just like my video in Lviv. I have to be careful about where I film, things like that. Don't want to film anything, get anyone hurt, or get in trouble myself. So, yeah, let's try to explore Kyiv, and I'll tell you why Kyiv is a very special city for me. Okay, we're on the other side of the street now. These little ice cream stands here. If you've never had a Ukrainian ice cream, let me tell you that they are the best ice creams you will ever get. For Ukrainian dairy products are really, really fresh. So yeah, the ice cream here will blow your mind. As we're walking here, you see like the vendors selling goods, scarves, soccer scarves, and other Ukrainian goods. But if we have time, we'll actually go to a place where it's a little bit better. You can a bigger selection of things, a little street market kind of thing. Okay, so just up the hill from Maidan is the St. Michael's Monastery Cathedral Complex. And then on the other end down there is St. Sophia's Cathedral Monastery Complex. These two holy sites are very, very important to Kyiv and to Ukraine, to the history of the city. If I'm not mistaken, I think St. Sophia's it was built, I think, in the 11th century, and during the Mongol invasion, when they were attacking the city, so many people were sheltering in there, so many citizens of Kyiv were sheltering in there that it actually like collapsed. But the structure, the foundations are the original. It's been rebuilt, as you can imagine, over the years, because it's, you know, quite old, 1,000 years or something like that. So obviously buildings need to be renovated in that time period, but more or less, you know, it's kind of the original. So yeah, you've got these icons here, murals of all the saints, and then in the middle here is St. Michael, since it is this church is dedicated to him. I was inside there a couple days ago. It's very, very beautiful. Unfortunately, you can't film there, but you just have to take my word for it. Here is to the Holodomor, the genocide of Ukrainian people during the Soviet period by means of hunger, basically, starvation. So, yeah. And then behind we have the remnants of the Russian attack on Kyiv in the very early days of the war, or at least remnants of Russian military formations. I'm not sure if all these came from the attack on Kyiv, but as you can see, lots of formerly Russian military vehicles around here. Yeah, all burned out. I suppose if they weren't destroyed, the Ukrainians would have just repurposed them and used them themselves. You can see people have written Slava Ukraini, glory to Ukraine. They've got Zalisichansk, Zahuliapur, 4 different cities that have been attacked. Many people have tied ribbons in the Ukrainian flag colors here. More graffiti, we'll call it. I'm not sure. Writing. Za Mariupol for Mariupol. In general, just another reminder that things are not normal here. That there's still a war going on. And yeah, even though we kind of have moved on in the West, obviously they have not here because, well, they're still being attacked. So, and then we got this monument here just next to the destroyed Russian vehicles. We've got the main one is the Grand Princess Olga, who was very instrumental in converting the Kievan Rus to Christianity. We have Saints Kirill and Methodius. They are the ones who designed the Cyrillic alphabet, actually. Designed it off of Greek. They were both Greek priests. And then here we have the Apostle Andrew, who is believed to have been the first Christian missionary in the area that is today Ukraine. So I've come to this market here. You can see they've got all the Ukrainian goods, shirts, hoodies, all the stuff. This church here is called St. Andrew's Church, and it's quite old actually. I think it's like 300 something years old. The same guy who designed the Hermitage actually designed this one. So yeah. You actually can't go inside right now because it's basically closed, as far as I understand. But that could be not correct. I didn't really try. And this street here is called St. Andreevsky Street, and that's where there's usually like a huge market. Unfortunately, there's only these ones here, but it's Monday morning at like 11, so that could be why. Oh, you can see there are some of them right there. Magnets. Patches. I will say one thing for Ukraine is their patch game is on point. You got all kinds of Ukrainian style patches that you could possibly want. Добрый день. А сколько стоит за киевский? 80? Ага.
Хорошая цена.
Да. Ну, давайте 3 такие.
Однаково?
Да. I know some people that will appreciate this patch here. Это хороший подарок за да. Я сказал по-английски за мой влог, что украинские как шевроны очень класс. Много
вы с какой
выбора,
страны?
Да. Я американец.
Американец?
Да.
Пин Ukraine and America не надо?
American flag pin? Какой?
Вот.
О. А сколько?
100 гривен.
100 гривен. Ну давай, 100 гривен, давай.
Один?
Один, да.
Угу. Дякую.
Дякую.
Приезжайте еще. Вы волонтеры, да?
Да, волонтеры, да. Работаю как английский преподаватель, потому что я знаю чуть-чуть украинский, чуть-чуть по-русски, моя семья.
Но душой тут, да?
Да, да.
С Украины.
Да, в моем сердце всегда будет место за Украину.
Правильно.
Да.
Ну, самое лучшее.
Да, самый лучший, самый лучший, да. Ну.
Вы потом еще вернетесь к нам жить.
Here's another look at St. Andrew's Church. Really beautiful. Very old school style. It's really nice. So yeah, and then we're gonna go down here where there's a nice walking space. Okay, here we go. Here's this walking space that I was talking about. Many times there are vendors here setting up art and stuff that they're selling, kind of like up there, but just on these, under these little, I don't know what you'd call this, like kiosks, overhang stall things. But yeah, so this walking space here is really nice though. It's quiet, gets you away from the street, and yeah, it's just green and beautiful, very relaxed. Sometimes you have some like musicians out here trying to enhance the mood. So yeah, let's I'll explain why Kyiv is such a special place to me. It's because, well, Kyiv is actually the first big international destination that I ever traveled to outside the US. I had been to Canada, but I'm not really including that because you're not going to get culture shock from traveling to Canada. And in addition to that, my family has roots in Eastern Europe. So yeah, for me, Kyiv is a very special place because it's actually my first international destination. I came here back in 2011, and I came as a volunteer program helping to teach English. And I lived with a local Ukrainian family in Crimea, actually. This was before the first Russian invasion. I lived there for, I think it was like a month. And yeah, I just fell in love with the place, fell in love with the country, fell in love with the people, and yeah, really just enjoyed my time here. Check out this view, really spectacular. You've got the Dnieper River down there, Kyiv city, I guess outskirts you'd call it, maybe suburbs in the background. This district down here is Podilsky. There's like a nice walking street by the river down there with lots of cafes and bars and all kinds of activities. Anyway, yeah, so that was my back to why I like it here. This is the first place I came, so that's when I really fell in love with this region of the world, where it's my favorite place to travel, and it still is, and that's why I kind of came back, is I wanted to do something to help out. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm volunteering, doing English tutoring and teaching, and yeah, we'll see how long. I'd like to stay for a while. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to, but we'll see. So this street here is called Kreshadnik. It's like one of the main streets, or the main street in Kyiv. You can see it's got lots of walking, open space, as well as for cars. And yeah, these Stalinist architecture, I think they're apartments. Yeah, apartments. I'm not sure if this was a proper tour of the city, just some of the main sites in the center, just to walk around the center basically. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what, you know, is famous in Kyiv. And yeah, okay, now that we're away from that music, yeah, so it was almost exactly 1 year ago that I quit my stable, normal job in the States and hit the full send button and went on this adventure. And you know, I've been doing some English teaching and stuff to make money, but mostly living off of savings, and honestly, I don't regret it. It's been one hell of an adventure, and it was money well spent. I'm gonna keep going as long as I can go, but yeah, if you're enjoying this content and you want to keep seeing Eastern European adventures, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and yeah, help me. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. It would be awesome to get over that number, so yeah, help me out. I would really appreciate it. I mean, I don't really regret it. I mean, it's, you know, my life in the States, I was kind of feeling stagnant and like I wasn't really living life. Just, was living on autopilot. Lights were on, but nobody was home. And now I've had so many adventures. I've gone to so many places and met so many people that I would not have met otherwise. Yeah, 10 out of 10, I'd do it again. So yeah, with that, probably gonna call it here in Kutaisi. There may be more videos coming from Kyiv. I just have to see what's able to be filmed and what's worth being filmed. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this short tour of the center of Kyiv and a little bit about me. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. See you next time.